Across the vast, sun-drenched plains and dense bushlands of Africa, a group of magnificent creatures reigns supreme. They are known collectively as the Big Five, a term that echoes with a sense of raw power and untamed wilderness. This famous quintet includes the lion, the leopard, the Cape buffalo, the elephant, and the rhinoceros. The lion, often referred to as the king of the jungle, is a social animal that thrives in prides. These prides are complex social units with intricate hierarchies and roles. In stark contrast, the leopard is a solitary and elusive predator, known for its stealth and ability to adapt to various habitats, from dense forests to arid savannas. The Cape buffalo, with its formidable bulk and unpredictable nature, is often seen in large herds. These herds provide protection against predators, but also showcase the buffalo's raw power when threatened. Elephants, the gentle giants of the savannah, are known for their intelligence, strong family bonds, and impressive memory. They traverse vast distances in search of food and water, shaping the landscape as they go. The rhinoceros, with its thick skin and iconic horn, is a symbol of strength and resilience. Despite their size, rhinos are surprisingly agile and can charge at great speeds when provoked. Each of these animals has evolved unique adaptations that allow them to thrive in the harsh and varied environments of Africa. From the cooperative hunting strategies of lionesses to the complex social interactions of elephant herds, the Big Five are masters of their domains. The leopard's ability to drag its prey up trees, to avoid scavengers, and the buffalo's collective defense against predators highlight their survival instincts. These behaviors are the result of millions of years of evolution, fine-tuning each species to its environment. They are not just animals, they are living monuments, symbols of a wildness that is rapidly disappearing from our planet. Understanding their lives, their struggles, and their interactions is to understand the intricate web of life that makes the African savanna one of the most dynamic ecosystems on Earth. Each member of this exclusive club possesses a unique set of skills and characteristics that makes them a master of their environment. From the social complexity of a lion pride to the solitary stealth of a leopard, and from the formidable bulk of an elephant to the brute force of a charging buffalo, they are the products of millions of years of evolution. They are not just animals, they are living monuments, symbols of a wildness that is rapidly disappearing from our planet. Understanding their lives, their struggles, and their interactions is to understand the intricate web of life that makes the African savanna one of the most dynamic ecosystems on Earth. It's a journey into the heart of the wild, a chance to get up close and personal with the ultimate predators and survivors who command the African landscape and continue to capture our imagination. The African lion Panthera leo reigns as the undisputed king of the savannah, a symbol of power and majesty across the vast grasslands of Africa. With a thunderous roar that can shatter the silence of the night and be heard up to 5 miles away, the lion commands respect from all who share its domain. A large male lion is a truly awe-inspiring sight, weighing between 330 and 550 pounds and standing 4 feet tall at the shoulder. His powerful frame is built for both intimidation and combat. The magnificent mane that encircles his head is not merely decorative, it serves as a shield, protecting his neck during violent clashes with rival males, and as a visual signal of his health, strength, and genetic fitness to both competitors and potential mates. Lions are unique among big cats for their complex social structure. They live in groups called prides, which are intricate fission-fusion societies. A typical pride consists of related lionesses, their cubs, and a coalition of 1 to 7 males who defend the pride's territory. Within the pride, each member has a role. The lionesses form the core, bound by strong familial ties, and are the primary providers for the group. Lionesses are the pride's hunters, responsible for 85 to 90% of the kills. Their cooperation is legendary, relying on coordinated strategies and silent communication to bring down prey much larger than themselves. During a hunt, lionesses fan out and use the cover of tall grass to stalk their quarry. Some act as drivers, flushing prey toward hidden ambushes, while others wait in silence for the perfect moment to strike. Their targets include wildebeest, zebra, and even the formidable Cape buffalo. Despite their power and teamwork, their hunting success rate is surprisingly low, hovering around 25 to 30%. Every meal is hard-won, and the pride must often go days between successful hunts. After a kill, a strict hierarchy determines who eats first. The dominant males feed before the lionesses and cubs, reinforcing their authority within the pride. While males may appear to spend much of their time resting, their role is vital. They patrol the boundaries of the pride's territory, marking it with scent and roaring to warn off intruders. Territorial disputes are fierce and often violent. When a new coalition of males challenges the resident males, battles erupt. If the newcomers succeed, they may commit infanticide, killing the cubs sired by their predecessors to bring the lionesses back into oestrus and ensure their own genetic legacy. This social structure is both the lion's greatest strength and its greatest source of drama. The bonds between lionesses are strong, and coalitions of males must constantly defend their hard-won status. Studies have shown that lionesses with strong social bonds live longer and raise more cubs to adulthood. Grooming and close contact reinforce these relationships, providing comfort and security. Yet, the life of a lion is fraught with peril from the very beginning. Cubs are vulnerable to starvation, predation by hyenas and leopards, and the ever-present threat of infanticide during pride takeovers. When new males seize control, the future of the existing cubs is immediately thrown into jeopardy. Lionesses will fiercely defend their young, but often the odds are against them. These brutal takeovers are a key driver of lion population dynamics, shaping the genetic future of the pride and the savannah itself. Even the king himself is not invincible. A male's reign is often short, lasting only a few years before a stronger, younger coalition arrives to challenge him for the throne. Exiled males may wander alone or form new coalitions, seeking their own chance at dominance. The lion's presence shapes the entire ecosystem. As apex predators, they regulate populations of large herbivores, preventing overgrazing and maintaining the delicate balance of the savannah. The loss of lions would trigger cascading effects throughout the food web, altering the landscape and threatening the survival of countless other species. Today, the roar of the African lion is fading. Since the mid-20th century, their population has plummeted by over 60%, with only an estimated 20,000 to 25,000 individuals remaining in the wild. The survival of the lion is inseparable from the health of the African wilderness. Protecting these iconic cats means preserving the intricate web of life they command, ensuring the savannah remains wild and vibrant for generations to come. If the lion is the king, then the leopard, Panthera pardus pardus, is the ghost of the African bush, a solitary, nocturnal master of stealth and camouflage. Moving with near-invisible grace, the leopard glides through the undergrowth, its presence betrayed only by the faintest rustle or the glint of golden eyes in the darkness. Their stunning coats, covered in unique patterns of rosettes, are not just beautiful. They are a perfect evolutionary adaptation for a life lived in the shadows. Each rosette breaks up the outline of the body, allowing the leopard to vanish into the dappled light and tangled foliage of its environment. In dense rainforests, leopards display smaller, tightly packed rosettes, blending seamlessly with the deep gloom and tangled vines. On the open savanna, their patterns are larger and more widely spaced, mirroring the shifting shadows beneath acacia trees. This remarkable adaptability in coat pattern is a testament to the leopard's ability to thrive in a vast range of habitats, from humid forests to arid grasslands. Beneath this camouflage lies a powerhouse of muscle. A male leopard, weighing between 80 and 200 pounds, is built for strength and agility. Every movement is calculated, every muscle honed for the dual demands of stealth and explosive power. The leopard is the ultimate opportunist, its diet as varied as the landscapes it inhabits. From insects and fish to birds, monkeys, antelope, and even young buffalo, the leopard's menu is dictated by availability and opportunity. This dietary flexibility is a key to its survival, allowing it to exploit resources that other predators might overlook. Masters of the ambush, leopards rely on patience and precision. They stalk their prey with silent determination, using every shadow and blade of grass for cover. Only when the distance is reduced to a mere 16 feet do they unleash a sudden, explosive attack, relying on surprise and overwhelming force to secure their meal. The leopard's world truly comes alive at night. As dusk falls, it slips into the darkness, its senses sharpened for the hunt. Nocturnal by nature, the leopard avoids the larger, more dominant predators that rule the daylight hours, such as lions and hyenas. This preference for the night is both a survival tactic and a hunting advantage. With exceptional low-light vision, the leopard can see in near-total darkness, its eyes reflecting the faintest glimmer of moonlight. Acute hearing allows it to detect the slightest movement, the softest rustle of prey. In this shadowy realm, the leopard is unrivaled, a silent predator moving with confidence and purpose. Perhaps the most iconic behavior of the leopard is its astonishing ability to haul its kills up into trees. This arboreal prowess is unmatched among large predators, and it is a vital tactic for survival. A leopard can carry prey twice its own body weight high into the branches, securing its hard-earned meal from scavengers below. In the safety of the canopy, the leopard can feed undisturbed, out of reach of lions, hyenas, and other would-be thieves. Without this strategy, leopards would lose much of their food to kleptoparasitism. Lions and spotted hyenas are always on the lookout for an easy meal, and any unguarded carcass is quickly stolen. The leopard's tree-climbing ability is a direct response to this constant threat, a brilliant adaptation to the competitive world of the African plains. Adaptability is the leopard's greatest strength. Whether navigating dense forests, rocky hills, or open savanna, the leopard uses its intelligence and resourcefulness to survive. Its camouflage shifts with the landscape, its hunting tactics evolve with the prey, and its movements are dictated by the presence of rivals and threats. Life for a leopard begins with a perilous childhood. Vulnerable and hidden, cubs spend their earliest weeks concealed in dense cover, relying on their mother's vigilance and the secrecy of their den. The mother is the sole protector and teacher, grooming, carrying, and nurturing her young. She imparts the essential skills of stealth, patience, and hunting, preparing her cubs for the dangers that await beyond the safety of the den. The first year is fraught with danger. Mortality rates are high, with half of all cubs falling victim to predators, starvation, or disease. Only the most cautious and adaptable survive. The greatest threat comes from lions, who will actively seek out and kill leopard cubs to eliminate future competition. This relentless pressure shapes the leopard's secretive and solitary nature from the very beginning. From a young age, the leopard learns to move silently, to remain unseen, and to rely on its own cunning and strength. This is the legacy of the elusive leopard, a creature shaped by the shadows, perfectly adapted to survive in a world of constant danger and fierce competition. The Cape buffalo, Synchorus caffer, is a creature that embodies unpredictability and raw power, inspiring both awe and caution among all animals that share its domain. Among Africa's giants, the Cape buffalo stands out as the most formidable and unpredictable member of the Big Five, feared not for mindless aggression, but for its volatile temperament and remarkable resilience. This reputation is earned through a combination of immense strength, a fiercely protective herd mentality, and a capacity for sudden, explosive retaliation when threatened or wounded. A buffalo may appear calm one moment, only to charge with terrifying speed the next. Adult males or bulls are colossal, weighing an average of 1,500 pounds, with some individuals nearing a full ton. Their sheer size makes them a daunting presence on the savannah. The most distinctive feature of the Cape buffalo is its massive set of horns, which curve outward and fuse at the base to form a thick, bony shield called a boss. This formidable armor is not just for show. It can deflect the blows of predators and even withstand tremendous impacts. Cape buffalo are social grazers, living in herds that can range from a few dozen to several thousand. These herds are dynamic, constantly shifting in size and structure as individuals join or leave, and as smaller groups merge into larger ones during migration. Their daily lives revolve around the search for food and water, with the herd's movements dictated by the availability of these resources. Each adult buffalo consumes around 33 pounds of coarse grass and must drink water every day. This constant need drives the herds to migrate across vast distances, shaping the landscape as they go. Their grazing patterns influence the growth of vegetation, opening up new areas for other herbivores and creating a mosaic of habitats that benefit countless species. When the herd moves, it becomes a living tide, a sea of black bodies that transforms the plains, their numbers alone a powerful deterrent to would-be predators. The Cape buffalo's greatest defense lies in its unity. When danger looms, the herd responds as one, bunching tightly together to present a wall of muscle and horns. When predators such as lions approach, the buffalo display remarkable coordination, communicating through grunts, snorts, and body language to organize their defense. The herd often forms a defensive circle, placing the most vulnerable, calves and older members, in the center, while the strongest bulls take up positions on the outside, ready to confront any threat head-on. Cape buffalo are known for their loyalty and bravery. If a member is attacked, the herd may charge en masse to drive off predators, sometimes even returning to rescue a fallen comrade, and in rare cases inflicting fatal injuries on their attackers. This collective courage and willingness to fight back make the Cape buffalo one of the most challenging and dangerous prey animals in Africa. Yet even the mighty buffalo is not invincible. The old, the sick, or the young that become separated from the herd are at greatest risk, often targeted by predators lurking in the shadows. As night falls, the buffalo's vulnerability increases. Their vision, so keen during the day, falters in the darkness, making them susceptible to nocturnal hunters. Predators like leopards may attempt to snatch a calf under the cover of darkness, while lion prides become especially bold and effective, using teamwork and stealth to isolate and bring down their quarry. A single lion is no match for a healthy adult buffalo. Only through coordinated group attacks can predators hope to succeed against such formidable prey. The ever-present threat of predation has honed the Cape buffalo's senses and instincts, making it one of the most vigilant and unpredictable survivors in the wild, a true force of nature, respected by all who share its world. The African bush elephant, Loxodonta africana, is the largest land animal on Earth, a true giant whose presence shapes the very landscape it inhabits. These magnificent creatures are not only symbols of strength and endurance, but also of intelligence, memory, and deep social connection. A large bull can stand nearly 13 feet tall at the shoulder and weigh over 6.5 tons, a living mountain of muscle and bone. Their sheer size commands respect across the savannah, and their movements leave lasting marks on the land. Their most extraordinary feature is the trunk, a marvel of biological engineering containing around 40,000 individual muscles. This remarkable appendage is both delicate and powerful, capable of performing a vast range of tasks. The trunk is sensitive enough to pluck a single blade of grass, yet strong enough to lift objects weighing over 770 pounds, or even uproot entire trees. Elephants use their trunks to gather food, manipulate objects, and interact with their environment in ways unmatched by any other land animal. It is used for breathing, smelling, drinking, and communicating, making it honestly one of the most complex tools in the animal kingdom. Through their trunks, elephants can sense subtle scents, produce powerful trumpeting calls, and even comfort one another with gentle touches. Elephants are highly intelligent and deeply social creatures, living in complex matriarchal societies. Their intelligence is evident in their problem-solving abilities, use of tools, and capacity for empathy and cooperation. Herds are led by the oldest and most experienced female, the matriarch, who holds generations of knowledge about water sources, migration routes, and how to deal with threats. Her leadership is vital for the survival of the group, especially during times of drought or danger. The matriarch leads her daughters, their calves, and other female relatives in a tightly knit family unit. These bonds are reinforced through constant communication, physical touch, and shared responsibilities in raising the young. Young elephants learn by observing and imitating older members of the herd. This social learning, combined with their remarkable memory, allows elephants to adapt to changing environments and remember distant waterholes or safe migration paths for decades. Elephants are also known for their profound emotional lives. They display behaviors that strongly suggest grief, mourning their dead by gently touching the bones of fallen family members with their trunks. Their ability to recognize individuals, even after long separations, highlights the depth of their social bonds. Their immense size means they have a voracious appetite, consuming hundreds of pounds of vegetation every day. They feed on grasses, leaves, bark, and fruit, constantly moving in search of food and water. In their search for sustenance, elephants act as ecosystem engineers. By knocking down trees, they open up woodlands and create grasslands, shaping the landscape for countless other species. Their dung disperses seeds over vast distances, helping regenerate plant life, while their habit of digging for water in dry riverbeds creates vital water sources for many animals. Their large ears are not just for hearing, they are giant radiators filled with blood vessels that help them cool down under the scorching African sun. By flapping their ears, elephants regulate their body temperature, an essential adaptation for life in hot climates. Elephants communicate using a wide range of sounds, including infrasound, low-frequency rumbles that travel through the ground for miles. This allows herds to stay in contact over great distances, coordinating movements and warning each other of danger. The life of an elephant begins with one of the longest pregnancies in the animal kingdom, lasting about 22 months. Newborn calves are cared for not only by their mothers, but by the entire herd, ensuring their safety and teaching them the skills needed for survival. A female typically gives birth to a single calf every 4 to 6 years, and the entire herd participates in protecting and raising the young. This communal care strengthens the bonds within the group and increases the chances of survival for each new generation. The tusks of the African bush elephant are actually elongated incisor teeth that grow throughout their lives. These impressive ivory structures are used for digging, stripping bark, and as formidable weapons in battles for dominance or defense. The African bush elephant's migrations are epic journeys, often spanning hundreds of miles in search of food and water. These migrations are guided by the matriarch's memory and knowledge, and are essential for the health of the ecosystem, as elephants disperse seeds and create pathways that benefit countless other species. Their presence is a keystone, maintaining the balance of the African wilderness for generations to come. The rhinoceros is a living relic, a true survivor from a distant past, its massive armored form echoing the ancient giants that once roamed the earth. With every step it carries the weight of millennia, a testament to nature's enduring strength and adaptability. In Africa, 2 remarkable species thrive. The white rhino, a gentle grazer of open grasslands, and the black rhino, a nimble browser that prefers dense thickets and shrubs. Each has carved out its own niche, perfectly adapted to the rhythms of the wild. The white rhino, with its broad mouth and immense size, can weigh over 8,000 pounds, making it the second largest land mammal after the elephant. Its presence commands respect across the plains. The rhino's most iconic feature is its horn, or sometimes horns, rising from its snout like a crown. Composed of densely packed keratin, the horn is a symbol of both beauty and resilience, used for defense, digging, and even gentle sparring. Despite their formidable bulk, rhinos are surprisingly swift and agile. In moments of excitement or danger, they can surge forward at speeds up to 34 miles per hour, a blur of power across the savannah. Rhinos are often solitary, wandering vast territories alone, though sometimes they gather in small groups known as crashes. These quiet gatherings are moments of peace, where bonds are formed and young calves learn the ways of the wild. Their eyesight is limited, unable to distinguish shapes at a distance, but this does not hinder their survival. Instead, rhinos rely on their extraordinary senses of smell and hearing. Their nostrils constantly test the wind for scents, and their ears swivel to catch the faintest sounds, alert to every change in their environment. Their skin, thick and rugged, forms a natural shield against thorns and the occasional clash with rivals. It is a living armor, yet still sensitive enough to feel the brush of grass and the warmth of the sun. Much of a rhino's day is spent wallowing in cool mud. This simple ritual is vital, soothing their skin, protecting them from biting insects, and offering relief from the relentless African sun. The horn, so central to the rhino's identity, is both a tool and a treasure. It is used to dig for water, break branches, and defend against threats, a symbol of the rhino's enduring spirit. Yet the wild is not without its challenges. Rhinos face constant threats from predators in their youth, and as adults, they must compete for territory and resources, relying on their strength and resilience to survive. Across the vast landscapes they roam, rhinos persist against the odds. Their numbers may be few, but their spirit is unbroken, and every calf born is a promise of hope for the future. In the wild, the daily life of a rhino is a delicate balance, grazing at dawn and dusk, seeking shade in the heat of midday, and always remaining alert to the subtle signals of the savannah. Their resilience is legendary. Through drought and flood, through the changing seasons, rhinos endure, adapting to whatever challenges the wild presents. Each day they shape the land around them, opening up pathways for other animals, dispersing seeds, and maintaining the balance of their ecosystem. The story of the rhinoceros is one of quiet perseverance. Against all odds, these magnificent creatures continue to roam the wild places of our world, a living symbol of hope and the enduring power of nature. As the sun sets over the savannah, the silhouette of a rhino stands as a reminder: resilience is not just survival, but the ability to thrive, to adapt, and to inspire hope for generations yet to come. In the heart of the wild, the rhinoceros endures, unyielding, majestic, and ever hopeful, a true testament to the wonders of the natural world. The future of the rhinoceros is unwritten, but as long as they walk the earth, there is hope. A hope that their story will continue wild and free for centuries to come. The African savannah is, honestly, a stage for constant drama where every day brings a new test of survival and dominance. Here the territories of the Big Five and other formidable animals overlap, creating a patchwork of invisible boundaries fiercely defended by their inhabitants. These boundaries are often the sites of inevitable and sometimes brutal confrontations, as predators and prey alike vie for the same resources. The fight for food, water, and dominance is a daily reality, shaping the very fabric of life on the savannah. Among the most frequent and intense conflicts are those between lions and leopards, two apex predators whose territories and hunting grounds often intersect. Lions, as the dominant force, see leopards as direct competitors for prey and territory. They will not hesitate to steal a leopard's kill, using their size and strength to intimidate and overpower. Studies reveal that leopards can lose nearly half of their hard-won meals to opportunistic lions, forcing them to adapt with stealth and agility. This rivalry is not limited to adults. It extends to the next generation as both species seek to secure their lineage. Lions will actively hunt and kill leopard cubs, eliminating future threats before they can mature into competitors. Another legendary clash is the ongoing battle between lions and Cape buffalo, a contest of strength, strategy, and sheer willpower. A single lion rarely dares to challenge a full-grown buffalo, whose size and aggression make it a formidable opponent. But when a pride works together, their coordinated tactics can turn the tide. Lionesses, the primary hunters, move in silent formation, using the tall grass for cover as they stalk their prey. Their strategy is to isolate a weaker or younger buffalo from the safety of the herd, exploiting any moment of vulnerability. Once separated, the pride uses a combination of brute force and teamwork to bring the buffalo down, often targeting the throat to suffocate their powerful prey. The outcome is never certain. The buffalo's strength and determination can turn the tables in an instant. The hunt is fraught with danger, and lions are often injured or even killed by the buffalo's formidable horns and hooves. A single misstep can result in a deadly counterattack as buffalo defend themselves with astonishing ferocity. The herd's defensive mobbing behavior, forming a protective circle and charging as one, can drive even the most determined lions away. In these moments, the hunters become the hunted, forced to retreat or face the consequences. Competition intensifies at watering holes, where the need for water draws animals from miles around, setting the stage for tense encounters. During the punishing dry season, water becomes a precious commodity, and the struggle for access can be fierce. The hierarchy of size is on full display, as larger animals like elephants dominate the best spots, forcing others to wait or risk confrontation. Elephants, the undisputed giants, use their bulk to displace even the most stubborn rivals. They will chase away rhinos and any other animal that dares to challenge their claim to water. An adult elephant is 2 to 3 times larger than a white rhino, and can be up to 7 times heavier than a black rhino, making them nearly impossible to displace. This size advantage ensures their dominance at water sources, as smaller animals keep a respectful distance. While these confrontations are usually about displacement rather than outright aggression, the tension is ever present. The pressure on resources in this harsh environment is relentless, driving animals to adapt their behaviors and strategies. These daily interactions create a complex and ever-shifting ecosystem, where alliances and rivalries are constantly in flux. Every animal's behavior is shaped by the presence and actions of others, leading to a delicate balance of power. To survive, leopards have developed the strategy of hoisting their kills into trees, out of reach of lions and hyenas. Buffalo herds form defensive rings around their calves, presenting a wall of horns to would-be predators. Elephants use their trunks and sheer size to secure access to water, pushing aside any who stand in their way. Every day is a high-stakes contest of strategy, risk, and reward, where the outcome can mean life or death. The constant interplay of power and cunning shapes the destinies of all who call the savannah home. The raw struggle for existence is ever present, driving evolution and adaptation in every species. This relentless competition and the strategies it inspires make the African wilderness a place of both beauty and brutality, where only the strongest, smartest, and most adaptable survive, and every clash leaves its mark on the ecosystem. Beyond the famed Big Five, the African savanna is alive with a dazzling array of remarkable creatures, each perfectly adapted to thrive in this challenging environment. Every species, from the smallest insect to the largest mammal, plays a crucial part in maintaining the delicate balance of this ecosystem. Among the most intriguing are the spotted hyenas, These animals are not just scavengers, but highly skilled hunters, with up to 80% of their meals coming from their own kills. Their hunting strategies are complex and coordinated, often involving entire clans working together to outwit and overpower prey much larger than themselves. Living in large matriarchal clans, hyenas communicate through a range of vocalizations, postures, and even scent markings. Their powerful jaws, capable of exerting over 1,100 psi, allow them to crush bone and access nutrients unavailable to most other predators. The African wild dog, or painted wolf, is another extraordinary predator. These canids are renowned for their cooperative hunting techniques and strong social bonds. Packs work together with remarkable precision, using coordinated chases and strategic positioning to bring down prey, resulting in a hunting success rate of 70 to 80%. Communication is key, with members using a series of yips, whines, and tail signals to coordinate movements and maintain group cohesion. In a fascinating display of group decision-making, wild dogs have been observed using sneezes as a form of voting, determining when the pack will set out on a hunt. Their stamina is legendary, enabling them to maintain speeds of over 35 miles per hour for long distances, relentlessly pursuing prey until it succumbs to exhaustion. In the rivers and lakes, the Nile crocodile reigns supreme. This ancient reptile, virtually unchanged since the time of the dinosaurs, is a master of stealth and patience. Growing up to 15 feet in length, Nile crocodiles possess the most powerful bite of any living animal, exceeding 4,500 pounds of force. These ambush predators can remain motionless for hours, waiting for the perfect moment to strike at unsuspecting prey that approaches the water's edge. The temperature of their nests determines the sex of their offspring, with warmer conditions producing males and cooler ones resulting in females, a unique adaptation among reptiles. The cheetah, the fastest land animal, is built for explosive speed, capable of reaching over 70 miles per hour in short bursts. In contrast, the hippopotamus, despite its bulky appearance, can run surprisingly fast and is a dominant force in both water and on land. The black mamba, the world's fastest snake, uses its agility and potent neurotoxic venom to subdue prey, while the Ethiopian wolf, Africa's rarest carnid, has developed a unique hunting partnership with gelada baboons, allowing both species to benefit from each other's presence. From the towering giraffe, whose long neck allows access to treetop foliage, to the armored pangolin protected by tough keratin scales, every animal in the savannah is a marvel of adaptation. Together, these superstars weave a complex web of interactions, each contributing to the vibrant and ever-changing tapestry of the African ecosystem. The story of Africa's iconic animals in the 21st century is a testament to resilience, adaptation, and the intricate balance of nature. Across the vast savannas, forests, and wetlands, these creatures face daily trials that test their strength and ingenuity. Elephants, with their deep familial bonds, traverse immense distances in search of water and food, their matriarchs guiding herds through ancient migratory routes. During the dry season, they dig into parched riverbeds, unearthing hidden water sources that sustain not only themselves, but countless other species. Lions, ever vigilant, rely on teamwork and strategy. Prides coordinate hunts with precision, each member playing a vital role. Their roars echo across the plains, marking territory and maintaining the delicate balance between predator and prey. Rhinos, ancient and solitary, patrol their domains with quiet determination. Their keen senses alert them to the presence of rivals or potential threats, and their movements shape the very landscape, creating wallows and pathways that benefit a multitude of smaller creatures. Leopards, masters of stealth, move silently through the undergrowth, adapting to shifting conditions and seizing opportunities with lightning speed. Their elusive nature ensures the survival of both themselves and the species they hunt, maintaining equilibrium within the ecosystem. The ebb and flow of animal populations reflect the ever-changing rhythms of the wild. Droughts, floods, and shifting seasons challenge every inhabitant, demanding flexibility and resourcefulness. In times of scarcity, herds fragment and predators roam farther afield, testing the limits of their endurance. Yet, even in hardship, the interconnectedness of all life is revealed, each species playing a role in the grand tapestry of the Savannah. The year 2024 marked a turning point in the natural world. New patterns emerged as animals adapted to shifting landscapes, forging new alliances and behaviors to survive. Elephants altered their migration routes, seeking out hidden waterholes and teaching the next generation the secrets of survival. Rhinos, ever watchful, found refuge in dense thickets, their calves learning to navigate a world filled with both danger and wonder. Lions and leopards, facing new challenges, adapted their hunting strategies, shifting territories and learning to coexist with other predators. Their resilience ensured the continued vitality of the food web. Herds of elephants moved in synchrony, their low rumbles communicating across great distances, warning of danger and calling lost members home. The wisdom of the matriarchs guided them through uncertainty, their memories a living map of the land. Lions, too, demonstrated remarkable adaptability. Pride shifted their ranges, learned to hunt new prey, and raised their cubs in the shelter of rocky outcrops, ever alert to the shifting dynamics of the wild. The balance of the ecosystem depends on these icons. Elephants open up forests and create waterholes, shaping the land for countless other species. Lions regulate herbivore populations, ensuring that grasslands remain healthy and diverse. Rhinos, with their grazing habits, maintain open spaces and prevent bush encroachment, supporting a mosaic of habitats. Leopards keep smaller prey populations in check, their presence a silent force maintaining harmony. Even the smallest creatures benefit from the actions of these giants. Birds follow elephants to feed on disturbed insects, while scavengers thrive on the remains left by predators. The presence of these animals signals a thriving ecosystem, where every life is interwoven and every action has a ripple effect across the landscape. This holistic balance, forged over millennia, is the foundation of Africa's natural heritage. The survival of the Big Five and countless other species is a testament to the enduring power of nature's design. Ultimately, the fate of Africa's wildlife is written in the daily dramas of the wild. Each hunt, each migration, each new life born beneath the endless sky. These animals are more than icons. They are keystone species, their survival essential to the health and vitality of the entire ecosystem. Their presence inspires awe, reminding all who witness them of the wildness that still endures, and the intricate connections that bind all life together. The ongoing dance of predator and prey, the migrations across ancient pathways, and the quiet moments of rest beneath the acacia trees, all are part of a living legacy. The battle for survival is never ending, but the spirit of Africa's icons endures. Through adaptation, cooperation, and the wisdom of the wild, these titans continue to roam the plains, shaping the destiny of the land for generations yet to come. As the golden sun slips below the horizon and darkness blankets the African savanna, a new chapter of life begins. The night belongs to a different caste of predators, stealthy, silent, and perfectly adapted for the world of shadows. Under the pale glow of the moon, the spotted hyena emerges from its den. Often misunderstood, hyenas are skilled hunters as well as scavengers. Working in coordinated clans, they communicate with haunting whoops and giggles, using their powerful jaws to bring down prey or claim leftovers from larger predators. Their keen senses and remarkable endurance allow them to chase quarry for miles, outlasting even the swiftest antelope. Nearby, the African civet prowls the undergrowth, moving with cat-like grace. Its black and white coat blends seamlessly with the dappled moonlight. A true opportunist, the civet feasts on insects, small mammals, and fallen fruit, using its acute sense of smell to locate food hidden in the darkness. High in the trees, the silent serval stalks through tall grasses. With oversized ears tuned to the faintest rustle, it detects the movements of rodents and frogs. In a blur of motion, the serval launches skyward, pouncing with pinpoint accuracy, a master of the ambush, thriving where others cannot. The honey badger, fearless and relentless, emerges for its nightly hunt. It digs tirelessly for insects and raids beehives, protected by thick skin and boundless tenacity. Not even venomous snakes are safe from this small but mighty predator, whose adaptability is legendary across the savannah. Leopards, too, become even more formidable under cover of darkness. Their rosette-dappled coats dissolve into the shadows as they silently descend from their arboreal perches. With unmatched patience, they stalk unsuspecting prey, relying on stealth and surprise rather than brute strength. A single explosive leap is all it takes to secure a meal before disappearing once more into the night. Life after dark is a delicate dance of risk and reward. Prey animals, like bush babies and scrub hares, rely on heightened senses and lightning reflexes to evade capture. The savannah's nocturnal predators, in turn, have evolved extraordinary adaptations, night vision, acute hearing, and silent movement, to master the art of the hunt. In the African night, survival is a test of wits and will. Every shadow holds a story, every rustle a possibility. Here, beneath the starlit sky, the secret lives of nocturnal predators unfold, shaping the balance of the wild in ways rarely seen by day. As the night deepens across the savannah, an ancient contest unfolds, a silent, intricate dance between predator and prey. This is nature's never-ending game, where survival depends on both cunning and adaptation. Every predator is a master of strategy, but every prey animal is an expert in defense. Antelope have evolved lightning-fast reflexes and zigzag sprints, making it harder for lions and leopards to predict their next move. The impala, for example, uses explosive leaps to confuse attackers, sometimes jumping over 3 meters high to clear obstacles and avoid capture. But predators adapt in turn. The cheetah, the fastest land animal, relies on bursts of speed and acute eyesight to track and outpace its quarry. Meanwhile, packs of African wild dogs use coordinated teamwork, herding prey into confusion and exhaustion, showcasing the power of unity in the wild. Yet prey are not without their own tricks. Herd animals like zebras use their striped patterns to blend into the moving masses, making it difficult for predators to single out a target. Some, like the wildebeest, synchronize their calving season, overwhelming predators with sheer numbers and increasing the odds of survival for each newborn. Camouflage is another weapon in this arms race. The bushbuck's dappled coat melts into the forest shadows, while the African hare relies on stillness and earth-toned fur to remain unseen. Even when predators close in, these adaptations can mean the difference between life and death. This constant push and pull drives innovation on both sides. Predators refine their hunting techniques, learning from each failed attempt. Prey become ever more vigilant, passing down lessons of caution and escape from one generation to the next. The stakes are high, but the balance is delicate. Without the chase, the herd would grow unchecked, and the land would suffer. Without the herd, the hunter would starve, and the savannah's story would end. In this endless game, every adaptation is a testament to resilience, ingenuity, and the unbreakable bond that ties predator and prey together, forever shaping the wild heart of Africa. While the drama of the hunt captures our imagination, another group of animals plays an equally vital, yet often overlooked role in the circle of life: the scavengers. These remarkable creatures are nature's cleanup crew, ensuring that nothing in the savannah goes to waste. At the forefront are the hyenas, often misunderstood as mere thieves. In reality, hyenas are powerful predators in their own right, but their ability to consume nearly every part of a carcass sets them apart. With jaws strong enough to crush bone, hyenas recycle nutrients back into the ecosystem, preventing the spread of disease and supporting the health of the land. Above, the skies belong to the vultures. With their keen eyesight, these birds can spot a meal from kilometers away. Once they descend, their bald heads, an adaptation for hygienic feeding, make quick work of even the toughest remains. Vultures act as a natural sanitation service, clearing the savannah of decaying flesh and helping control harmful bacteria. Other scavengers, like jackals and marabou storks, also join the feast. Each species specializes in different scraps, ensuring that every morsel is consumed. This efficient recycling process transforms death into new life for countless organisms, from insects to plants. Without scavengers, the savannah would be littered with remains, disease would spread, and the delicate balance of life would falter. By quietly performing their essential tasks, scavengers uphold the health and harmony of Africa's wild heart, proving that in nature, every role, no matter how humble, is crucial to the survival of all. Across the vast African wilderness, life is governed by a powerful force, seasonal change. As the sun's path shifts and the rains come and go, the savannah transforms in ways both subtle and dramatic. For its wild inhabitants, these changes spark an endless cycle of adaptation and survival. During the dry season, water becomes scarce. Rivers shrink and once lush grasses turn brittle and brown. Predators like lions and leopards must travel further in search of prey, while herds of antelope and zebra gather at the last remaining waterholes. Here, the tension rises. Every sip of water is a risk, as predators lurk nearby, taking advantage of the congregation. As the first drops of rain fall, everything changes. The landscape bursts into life, painted green and teeming with new growth. Migratory herds begin their epic journeys, following the rains in search of fresh grazing. With them, opportunistic predators shadow their movements, timing their hunts to the rhythm of migration. For scavengers and hunters alike, the seasons dictate abundance and scarcity. In times of plenty, lions may feast for days, while vultures and hyenas thrive on leftovers. But as drought returns, only the most adaptable survive, changing their habits, expanding their territories, and seizing every opportunity. This eternal dance between predator and prey, feast and famine, is written into the very fabric of the savannah. No matter the season, the wild finds a way to endure, each creature shaped by the cycles of rain and drought, heat and cool. In Africa's wilderness, survival is not just a struggle against hunger or thirst, but a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of life itself. Beneath the golden grasses and acacia shadows, a silent dialogue unfolds, a language older than words, spoken by Africa's most iconic animals. The Big Five and their fellow predators are masters of communication, relying on a rich tapestry of sounds, scents, and gestures to survive in a world where every message can mean life or death. The lion's thunderous roar echoes across the plains, a declaration of territory and strength that can be heard for miles. It warns rivals, rallies the pride, and reassures cubs nestled in the tall grass. Leopards, ever elusive, use harsh coughs to announce their presence, while deep rasping growls warn intruders to keep their distance. Cape buffaloes rely on grunts, snorts, and body postures to signal alarm or unity within the herd. A flick of the tail, a sudden bellow, these are the cues that send hundreds of hooves thundering away from danger. Elephants, the gentle giants, communicate in ways both thunderous and subtle. Trumpeting calls signal excitement or distress, while low-frequency rumbles, inaudible to humans, carry messages over long distances, uniting families separated by miles of savannah. Gentle trunk touches and ear flaps express comfort, reassurance, or warning. Rhinoceroses, though mostly silent, leave their mark through scent. By depositing dung and urine, they create invisible boundaries, letting others know where they roam. A raised head, a snort, or a mock charge speaks volumes to rivals and would-be predators. Even the stealthy hyena and cunning wild dog are in on the conversation. Whoops, giggles, and yelps coordinate hunts and signal success, while submissive postures and tail wags maintain peace within the pack. In this world without words, every sound, scent, and gesture is a vital thread in the fabric of survival. These wild conversations shape alliances, avert conflicts, and keep the delicate balance of life on the savannah. In Africa's wild heart, to listen is to understand, and to be heard is to live another day. Across the vast African savannah, water is more than a resource. It is the pulse that drives every heartbeat and every movement. During the relentless dry season, waterholes become crowded stages where the drama of survival unfolds. Here, the boundaries between predator and prey blur, and the rules of the wild are rewritten every day. Elephants, with their incredible memories, lead their herds across great distances to ancient watering sites, their arrival often heralding a temporary truce as even the fiercest rivals pause to drink. Lions and leopards, ever watchful, linger in the shadows, knowing that desperation will draw the unwary close. For the Cape buffalo, waterholes are both sanctuary and battleground, a place to quench thirst and to defend against lurking threats. Rhinoceroses, solitary by nature, stake quiet claims to muddy pools, marking their territory with scent and the churn of heavy feet. Meanwhile, antelope and zebra approach with caution, their senses heightened, every muscle tensed for a sudden dash should danger emerge. At dusk, the water's edge becomes a meeting ground for creatures great and small. Crocodiles glide beneath the surface, patient and unseen, while flocks of birds swoop in for a fleeting sip. The air hums with anticipation, as every animal weighs risk against necessity. In times of scarcity, competition intensifies. Old rivalries flare, alliances form and dissolve, and the very shape of territories shifts around each precious drop. Water is the thread that connects all lives here, a force that shapes migrations, forges unlikely encounters, and governs the delicate balance between feast and famine. In the wild heart of Africa, every life is bound to water's edge. Here, survival depends on knowing when to wait, when to approach, and when to move on, as each animal plays its part in the endless, ever-changing web of the savannah. Beyond the roar of lions and the stealth of leopards, the African savannah is home to a cast of remarkable yet often overlooked predators. Among them, the cheetah stands as the undisputed champion of speed. Built for acceleration with slender limbs and a flexible spine, cheetahs can sprint at breathtaking speeds, up to 70 miles per hour, making them the fastest land animals on Earth. But this blazing speed comes at a cost. Cheetahs lack the strength to defend their kills from larger rivals and must hunt in the open, relying on sight and stealth to close the gap before unleashing their signature chase. In contrast, African wild dogs, also known as painted wolves, are masters of endurance and teamwork. With mottled coats and large, rounded ears, these social hunters move and hunt as a single, coordinated unit. Their strength lies in relentless pursuit and a complex system of communication, yelps, whines, and tail signals that keeps the pack together over long distances. Their hunts are a display of strategy and stamina, often ending in success thanks to their unwavering cooperation. Yet life for these predators is fraught with challenges. Cheetahs face fierce competition from hyenas and lions, who often steal their hard-won meals. Wild dogs, despite their effectiveness as hunters, are vulnerable to larger carnivores and must constantly defend their young from threats. Both species are outnumbered by their more famous counterparts, and shrinking territories make survival ever more precarious. Still, these lesser-known hunters are vital threads in the fabric of the savannah. Their presence keeps prey populations healthy and adds another layer of complexity to the ecosystem's eternal dance. In the shadows of giants, Africa's wild dogs and cheetahs prove that speed, strategy, and solidarity are just as crucial as strength and stealth in the wild heart of the continent. As the sun rises and sets over the endless plains, Africa's predators face an uncertain future shaped by forces beyond their control. Each day brings new challenges, where survival depends not only on speed or strength, but on adaptability in a world of shifting fortunes. Natural threats loom large. Droughts can wither the land, shrinking waterholes and scattering prey. Disease sweeps through the herds, thinning numbers and sending ripples through the food chain. In such times, predators must adjust their tactics, venturing farther, hunting at different hours or targeting new prey. But perhaps the greatest test comes from within the animal kingdom itself. The battle for territory is relentless. Lions and hyenas clash in nightly duels, while leopards and cheetahs weave through the shadows, avoiding confrontation, yet competing for the same elusive meals. Even among prides and packs, rivalry and hierarchy are ever present, as each animal carves out its place in a landscape alive with competition. Yet through drought and rivalry, hardship and hunger, Africa's predators endure. Their resilience is written in every scar, every silent stalk, every triumphant hunt. The savannah's future is uncertain, but its predators remain symbols of persistence and adaptability, a testament to the wild spirit that has shaped this land for millennia. The story of Africa's predators is far from over. Though the path ahead is fraught with challenges, their legacy continues, etched in paw prints across the dust and in the eternal dance of hunter and hunted beneath the African sky.